Hey, what's up? My name is Clayton J, and today's video is going to be about what HRT doctor visits are like. So, I go to Planned Parenthood, and the first thing, right when I walk into the room, they call my name, they're Clayton, come on in the back of the room. They put me back in the room, and the first thing they do is not let anyone with you. Like, if you bring a girlfriend, best friend, family member, they will not let anyone in the room right away. And that's because they ask you a lot of questions about your gender, history with your partner, suicide, STDs, and other awkward questions. It gets really awkward. They ask you if you've ever had sex, when was the last time you've had sex, and just a lot of awkward questions that you don't want to answer. And the one thing with the place I go to, why it's really awkward, like, yeah, some of those questions aren't awkward, but the thing is that they're actually pretty bad with like knowing like what kind of pronouns I like and stuff. Like, it's weird. Like, they'll say like, they're like, so what is the gender you identify as? I identify as male. All right, so a trans male. Like, no, you don't have to put trans in front of it. Like, that's what was crazy. They also said like, what's my sexuality, and I said I'm bi, but I hate doing all that stuff. I just said, girls, and they're like, all right, lesbian girls. Like, I swear she wrote something like that down. I was like, what the fuck? Like, it was crazy. Like, and that was like, that was about a year and a half ago, because that's when my first time there was. They're still awkward and weird and like use the wrong words, and like they'll say like bad word, like the word like clitoris. They'll talk about like instead of bottom growth, they'll be like, so what about your clitoris growth and stuff like that. I'm like, whoa, chill. Like, why can't you just say bottom growth or your growth? Because when you go back after, they'll like ask questions about like, so did you get your clitoris growth? What about your breast tissue? Like, your breast have gotten bigger or smaller or something like that. It's like, why can't you say chest? Why can't like chest and bottom growth? Like, it's cringy. Like, they do not know how to work with transgender people. It's crazy. But they're cheap, so that's why I go with them. And I only have to do that, and I have to go when I'm 2 years, and I'm 1.5 years. Oh, wait, I have to go in a year, so I go when I'm 2.5 years on testosterone. I go October 2021. That's when I go back. And then after all those awkward questions, they will say, hey, the person you came with, do you want them in the room or not? And, you can say, yeah, I want them in. And they can come in right after that. But I think it's because they asked you all these questions, and they asked you, like, history with your partner or, like, family members and stuff. Like, the person you came with could be your partner or your family members, and if you actually got abused by them and stuff like that. So they ask you all those questions, and they don't want, like, you to be intimidated by your partner or, like, oh, no, that's what they do, which makes sense. And then with me, they finger prick me right after, just get a little bit of my blood sample. A lot of people say they get an IV into them. I've never got my blood drawn with a needle. A lot of people say I should by now, because I'm already 1.5 years on testosterone, never got my blood drawn in my life. I got a little prick on my finger, and that's all I get, which I'm happy with. I don't really want my blood drawn. And then they prescribe you the dose. I started out at 0.25, then I went up to 0.50, and that's the highest that they can go is 0.50, which I'm perfectly happy with. Like, I look good. I'm happy with myself. Then they ask you, where do you want your prescription to go? I say Walmart. I just go to Walmart pharmacy. That's where I get my prescription. It works out. I literally live like 5 minutes from Walmart, so I don't have to drive that far. I watched a lot of other transgender YouTube videos, and in it, they always the doctor always gives them a shot for them, like their first testosterone shot. No, with me, nope. They barely even showed me how to do it. They're like, you just shoot yourself. And like, what? You're not gonna teach me how to do it? Like, I'm scared of needles. I've never shot myself before. I can barely let someone else shoot me, So if you guys do want to watch my first testosterone video, that is a pretty crazy video, like the craziest video ever. And that's only because I've never had a shot before, and it's scary. Yeah, it was scary. It was a funny video, I guess. Not for me, but now it's funny. So go watch that. It's funny. So it works out. Everything's good. Pretty easy now. It was kind of difficult when it first happened to find everything. Just watch it in order. This is part 3 of all the parts. The first part was finding a therapist. The second one was how to get a letter for HRT. And this one is what HRT doctor visits are like. So, yeah, hope all these helped you guys. Really appreciate it. And I'll see you guys next video. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so we can be the first one to watch my videos. See ya, bye.